Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today, for your Patreon cast for the week of December the 3rd, 2024, it's going to be Solar versus Maru here on Oceanborn. Top left, it is Solar. Bottom right, it is Maru. All right, man, let's see how Solar holds up against Maru here today. According to the Eligulac rankings from the week of November the 24th, he has been supplanted as the 4th best player of Zerg in the entire world by Ragnarok, who right now goes by Shin. Shin has been playing so well lately. He won the Soup StarCraft Live number 8, cast by me and Laughin' Games. And wow, he looks so good, man. He looks so fast. His build orders are crisp. His compositions are good. And he is so aggressive. So if you want to see him in action recently, ask me for it, and I'll link you to my cast with Laughin' Games for the Soup StarCraft Live that I cast last week. And this is a Patreon cast, so this is kind of weird timing, right? So if you want it, let me know in the comments. I read every single comment anybody ever makes, and let's go ahead and get right into the cast for Patreon. Woo! Patreon.com/Falcon Paladin. 2 racks opening here from Maru. Ooh, let's see if Solar can handle the Reapers, the multiple Reapers coming at him from Maru. Single gas here, that's A-okay. We're going to expand, no 3 racks, just a 2 racks. Beyond popularized this build, and Solar is used to it, right? Terrans have been doing it to him for several months now, and let's go ahead and see if Terry the Overlord will scout it out. And again, if you're following me and subscribing to me on patreon.com/Falcon Paladin for at least $1 a month, I appreciate you and love you. And it really helps a lot, especially since I'm unemployed these days. And if you are watching this in, I don't know, like December, late December 2024, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. I'm here a bunch of weeks, man. I'm here 5 to 6 times a week with StarCraft 2 content. Enjoy it. And let's go. Reaper hopping up. Overlord's parked, though. He sees the 2 racks. Like, you can't really hide this, right? That's the problem is, if you're not making Marines, you can't really keep the Overlord away. And so, Reaper says, pow, 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 power wheels here. And the dance is continuing. He's going to wait for his buddy. Second Reaper should be showing up here fairly soon. And there it is. Going this way, though. I guess checking to make sure there's not a weird proxy over here or something. That's strange. I guess he is blocking this 3rd location and then maybe blocking a 4th location here. Are you really checking for proxies from Solar? This is some weird stuff, man. What is this? Why? Why is your Reaper? Why are both of your Reapers over here? Is he looking for What is he doing? What? Okay, I do not know what Maru is checking for right now, but Solar just got his 3rd base at 3 minutes. That is the weirdest Reaper movement I've ever seen. What is this, Maru? Are you okay? Is everything fine at home? Why would you send those Reapers to the opposite corner of the map? See, now they can actually get some damage done on this hatch. These queens will be able to save it, though. Creep spreading out that way. He knows. He knows they're going to be able to save it. Let's not worry about it, man. Factory here lifted. And let's land on the... Yeah, land on the reactor. Get some Hellions out there. Let's get that swap going. Swapping feels so good. Roach Warren. Okay, early Roach Warren here from Solar. Could go for some Roaches and Ravagers. Bit of a timing push off of 3 bases. Can be hard for Terrans to deal with, especially if they don't have a Banshee. But what they want is a Banshee. A 3rd CC, also good, but Banshee kind of a big deal here. If that's what Solar is going for. Are these safe Roaches? Is he just getting a few Roaches to deal with Hellions and to deal with the Reapers, and then he's going to move into something else, like Hydras and Lings and Banes and stuff? Or is it a big Roach Ravager style play? He is droning. His 3rd base is popping here at about 4 minutes. Makes about 60 seconds for that thing to complete. Overlord running for its life down south. There's Merch with Terry's face on it at Falcon Paladin .store. Oh, and he gets exploded. Terry dead. Tragically. Solar not supply blocked. He was ready for that. No worries about it. No worries at all. All right, so before we get too far into the cast here, thanks to the sponsor today, let's check it out. Today's sponsor is Polsit. Today's question on Polsit is, could Shin move into the top 4 Zerg status? He'd have to supplant either Rogue, Dark, Raynor, or Serral, which is a tall task, but I think he's up to it. He's playing so very well recently. Come to Polsit, sign up using the link in the description, and I will get a kickback. Sign up with an email address or a Google account for free on both of those options, and you'll help Falcon out, okay? So it's just a social media platform developed by one guy, Anthony here. He's just one dude, not a corporation. And go ahead and vote yes or no, or leave a comment saying this is the wrong question, or suggest a poll. And I am here. I've got 54 followers now, but we're looking for more. So head on out, link to polls it in the description, sign up, and back to the cast. And thank you for that sponsor, Reed Falcon. Let's keep this ball rolling with the roaches popping out here from Solar with Maru. Not getting a starport. Not getting a starport, man. Oh, this is bad. Again, if it's a huge Roach Ravager shenaniganry, you can't really hold it with Hellions and Marines, dude. Not even with tanks, really. You kind of need that starport and Banshees, right? This can't be Medivacs. This really can't be Liberators. It kind of has to be a Banshee if that's what Solar is going for. And maybe it's not. Maybe it is just a safe number of Roaches. There we go. Just 4 of them. Just here to shove away Hellions and keep Reapers off of his back. Spores are coming up. He is worried about the potential of Banshees or Liberators showing up. As it should be. You should be worried about that here. So Maru is going to lift the starport and land it on a reactor. Okay, so this is going to be Medivacs then. It's going to be Medivacs. It's going to be Siege Tanks with the Tech Lab being built on that factory. Some Marine Marauder, Siege Tank. Maybe just Marine, not so many Marauders here. Maybe you do want some Marauders, though, with all of these Roaches that you're going to have to deal with, right? You're not going to have upgrades probably during this first attack. Evolution Chambers are just now popping, and that +1 Carapace upgrade takes a good hot minute to finish. So, Maru's got his third base rocking here. All's good for him. Tanks, yep, Medivacs, Marines, fourth base coming in from Solar at the 12 o'clock, 11 o'clock spot. And again, I just love to know what Maru was doing up there. I'm very confused by it is all. So, Leroy Constitution, there's that +1 ground carapace I was talking about, and a +1 missile attack from Solar 2. Maru is working on 2-2 for his Marines. His upgrades are way out ahead, like crazy out ahead right now. This is a problem for Solar, man. You really want that +1 carapace upgrade when you're dealing with these Marine-style attacks. Nice snipe on the creep tumors by Maru. So good. So good. And Maru just prepping for that attack, right? He's going to show up in about a minute. About 60 seconds here. He's going to show up. Oh, he unloaded, and he's going to force a cancel on the fourth base. Beautiful cancel on the fourth, and a pickoff of the drone as well. Oh. And then some slowlings come over here to try to deal with. That's hilarious. He doesn't have metabolic boost. He skipped metabolic boost. Man, I guess the slowlings, if they're in the right position, they're still doing the work of fastlings, right? Lurker Den is on the way here from Solar. Not a huge fan of lurkers in this matchup. I think Maru knows how to deal with them pretty effectively. Overseer gets on in. Doesn't even try to go away. Just kind of sits on top of those Marines. Has a good time with it. Combat shield getting fired up. And, oh gosh. Okay, Roaches up to that 1 o'clock position. Shutting that down. Maru was probably starting to stage another attack here. We're re-expanding to the 4th and getting a 5th now. If we are Solar. We're at 7:30. It's time to roll out, man. Here it is. So we're unloading the Marines. We're healing them up. These Roaches, though, they're not messing around. Ground Carapace is finishing up. Actually, you know what? Solar's going to be fine. Solar's got that +1 ground carapace set up here, and Maru's not actually pushing with everything he's got. Not even close. Wow. Maru's kind of leaving Solar alone here, and I don't like that. He got a cancel on this base, which was nice. But it's back now. This one's almost done. Sorry if I sound a little bit sniffly. I'm a little bit sick today. Kids brought home some form of the plague from school, which they do from time to time. Everyone's sick in the house except for my daughter. For some reason, she's unaffected by this, and I don't get it. She has superhuman antiviral abilities somehow. She's a superhero. It's not like we're quarantining anyone, right? We're all eating meals together and hanging out and playing video games and playing, Uno and stuff, and she's okay. We're not. I don't know what it is. Anyway, here we go. About 8.5 minutes. Marines and a couple one Marauder? Maybe it's one Marauder. Okay, Extractor targeted. Bam, bam. 2 gas down. Speedlings. Speed just finishing now. So, sure, gas getting killed there is annoying, but it's a fast replant and not that expensive either to take care of. And vehicle weapons upgrade is coming in from Maru. So he wants his tanks to have some decent attack upgrades. Lings are going to cancel this. But also, Marines are down here at the 5th base. And the splash damage is lurkers, and there's nothing down here for that. So, delay on the 4th base for Maru by Solar. Liking it. Liking it a lot. Hellbats transformed in. Boy, you really want some banelings when this is happening. Oh, man. He's just not in position to deal with saving this at all. Oh, Solar. And then, if you come down this way, he's going to march up the right side and kill this base, too. There's actually lurkers defending this one. But absolutely no attempt to save this 5th base at all from Solar. Maru rebuilding the 4th. This is so tough. I kind of want banelings here. I do. It's a lot of Marines. It's a lot of Hellbats. He's going for some kind of a lurker drop on the other side of the map here, but look at Maru. He just casually picks up, lands inside the natural base. 5 drones go down. Ling's trying to save the day. Hellbat fire is roasting up a lot of these dudes. Lurker's getting some spines out there too. Parasitic Bomb takes out a couple of the medevacs though, and there's not enough room in the inn. And so these medevacs have to get out. Nice abduct on the siege tank, but you actually have to kill it if you're gonna abduct it, dude. But the lurkers are flying directly into the natural base of Maru. Is he ready for it? Dude, siege tanks against lurkers, pretty good, turns out. But look at this burrow. Look at this burrow right on top of all of these SUVs. They're running for it. They're getting away from the spines for the most part. There's the scan. Here come the Marines to try to shut this thing down, and shut it down they do. They take a couple casualties, but Maru is on top of it, and he takes care of it after 11 SCV kills. Counterattack here from Solar. Down into this non-planetaried 4th base. Lurker's actually in a couple bases here. Actually in the main base. 19 SCVs go down with the lurker inside the main and the one in the main coming down into the 3rd base here too. Another parasitic bomb. And these medevacs are not getting split apart from each other. So they are very, very injured. They probably should be repaired up. This ground attack isn't really great from Solar. Lurker spines from the low ground is not something you should be terribly afraid of. But it is 70 to 65 army supply in favor of Solar. 77 to 59 workers here. Solar is up, man. So, I mean, yeah, this is interesting because Maru used to be the top Terran player in the world, but with Clem's performance at the Esports World Cup, I mean, Clem has taken over in the Aligulac rankings. He's been playing extremely well since then, too. And then Solar, maybe not as good as he used to be either, at least compared to what Shin is doing. So it's a tough place to be here. For both players, honestly. I'm trying to think of which one it's maybe a tougher place to be. Maru's fine, I think. Solar losing that top 5 spot. I think I called it a top 4 spot earlier, mostly because Rogue was in the military, but it definitely was a top 5 spot. And there we go, tacking up in. Nice job, lurkers. I just don't think the lurkers are the greatest idea here. More parasitic bomb, and that's a good split off for Maru this time. Gonna lose that medevac, and the Marines unload inside because they know it's another lurker drop back here. Siege tank shuts that down almost immediately. And then Queen's shoving away the drop. This is a pretty great TVZ, man. I don't remember watching this one, but it is fantastic. Lurker Hydra setting up front. There are ghosts somewhere. Maybe they all died. There's a ghost out there. Some snipe on top of these lurkers would be good. Oh, he gets the 4th base again. This time straight up killing it. Why is Solar relying so heavily on lurkers instead of Banes? I'm just not sure this is the answer to what Maru's been dishing at you here. 12 SCVs die, 8 drones, and a hatch go down. It's a bloody back and forth, knock them down, rock them, suck them TVZ here for you today. Resources lost 15,000 from Solar, 11,000 for Maru. Solar's income is still better, even with the mules here that Maru is able to call down from time to time. A fake drop swings in, forcing a response here. Actually, Maru lifts off. What? Oh my gosh, he lifts off the main to re-land it here because it died. We saw that. Man, orbital only. Not even a planetary over here. I guess with the lurkers, it's tough to hold it. The same thing with Banes. I don't know. Why would you not planetary that 4th? I guess maybe because it's easier. You can lift it off if Lings and Banes show up. And Ultras, to be fair. Yeah, the lurker number is actually enough to force Maru to hesitate here a little bit. Dude, is Solar going to win this game? He's up 183 to 160 supply. Getting your Lings Adrenal would be pretty good. And I think he's stuck on lair tech. No, he's got a hive. Get them Adrenal. I know you're mostly making Hydras and Lurkers, but These SCVs would die so much faster if you were Adrenal Lings. I mean, they're dying pretty quick anyway. 18, 20 SCVs go down as Lings get inside the third base here too. Maru's economy is getting murked. His army at the front is not able to handle this number of lurkers. That's the thing about lurks. 1 or 2 lurkers, not that big of a deal. 10, 8 lurkers, suddenly you're on the full retreat. Suddenly your orbital fourth base is in a massive amount of trouble. You can lift it, but that means you lose all the income from it. Never good at all. Coming in a straight line here is Maru. Does come to the backside a little bit. Blinding Cloud from the Vipers, trying to shut this thing down as well, but focusing down each individual Marauder with the lurkers and vice versa there. The Marauders win that battle, and Solar's army gets absolutely cleaned up there. Wow, Maru, just pro confidence. Comes in from the backside, comes in from the front side, and counterattacks immediately, sniping out that lurker. Again, ghosts have a purpose if you are making a lot of lurkers. Oh no, lurkers are canceled. Just a handful of hiders and queens that are remaining. Maru's army isn't ginormous here. It's 64 total supply of army. He's down 73 to 30 workers. He tries to make more lurkers, but I think Maru has the answer to your lurker tech here. Solar is a little bit too late to tech into Banelings, I guess. Transfuse on the queens. Viper's blinding Cloud on his own queens. Ow, that wasn't great. Are you kidding me? Maru's going to win this game. He kind of needs to win it now. Economically, he's in shambles. And Solar's actually doing okay. I guess that counts this base, which is probably going to die. Yep, that's it. 40 to 63 army supply. Maru's on your side of the map. All you have is 5 Hydralisks and 6 Zerglings and a Viper. Yeah, you might as well tap out there, folks. Dude, look at this income tab. Look at how far ahead Solar was. This is the income advantage tab of a player who won. This red line right here, it's an advantage for the entirety of the last 10 minutes, absent like a 30-second span. The rest of it's red. It keeps going higher and higher and higher and higher. It doesn't matter because it's 63 to 40 army supply at the end of the game. It's 10 Marines, 11 Marauders, 9 Medevacs, and 5 Ghosts. That defeats Solar's army hands down. So yeah, that was a pretty fantastic game out of Maru. The damage, the economic damage that Maru took on the other side was almost critical. He needed to win now, and he did. He walked across the map. He counterattacked. 34 lurkers died. They had a couple good engagements. The lurkers really did. The lurkers had a couple good engagements. I will give them credit for that. But I just don't think that it was worth it, right? It was just... It wasn't worth it in the long run. Too many lurkers died for too little value on the other end. The ghosts had a great time with them. Obviously, Marauders crushed them too. This is why Hydraling Bane Viper is the strategy against Terrans these days. Because the ghosts, sure, you could snipe a Hydralisk or a Baneling or a Viper, I guess. But when there are 10 lurkers on the field, sniping them out just feels a lot better, you know? So, GG! Well done, Maru. Terran's getting a win here, and I don't know, maybe it's the year of the Terran, right? 2024? Maybe 2025 will be year of the Terran next? All right, that was fun. That was a great, great, great Patreon cast, and that's going to be it for me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe. If you like what you saw and what you heard today, you can find me on Pulsit, also at Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, and Instagram, and TikTok. Links to all of these in the description. And again, hit that like button, and until next time, as always, thanks for being here, and you take care of yourself.